Take a look at this garbage.
Hey Sarah, what's your favorite color?
Black.
Do you know how to spell black?
N-I-G-G. Hi, I'm racist. I'm homophobic. Why should I be scared of fact?
All right, I mean, that's just low class. It's in poor taste. It's just blatant garbage racism, isn't it? And I just wanted to talk about it because, guys, this has become a trend in China. This is something that's new and it's kind of ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as a data broker app. Deep within the corporate offices of a data broker, something is happening behind closed doors. We're like an evil Santa, the opposite of good. We know about your finance, if you've been bad or good. We spy on your life daily and sell the deets we took. You cannot escape us. We're data broken bros. What if there is somebody who doesn't like you? Somebody who's a business competitor, somebody who's a jilted ex, anyone, a classmate, it doesn't matter who, a business colleague, someone who's out to cause trouble for you. They can pay private investigators who use special tools which gather information about you. I'm not talking about a Google search here. I'm talking about those nasty little tools that can find out exactly where you live, how much money you make, all that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? All that information comes from data brokers. And there's a way to fight back, and it's Incogni. I use Incogni personally because I am a target of the Chinese government. So I don't only have the Chinese government and all their cronies after me, but all sorts of funny zealots and weirdos who want to prove themselves worthy of the Chinese government. So they try to dox me and harass me all the time. Not only does Incogni go out to these countless data broker websites and demand legally that they remove all of their information about you, but they also have a custom removal feature on their Unlimited and Family Unlimited plan, which allows you to tell them, if you find your data on any website out there, you tell them and they'll go and get it removed. Go to incogni.com/Winston to get 60% off Incogni. Use the code Winston. That's incogni.com/Winston. Use code Winston. And now, back to the show. You can always trust Chinese companies to sink to such lows if they're not stealing IP, if they're not utilizing loopholes, if they're not trying to cheat or do something along those lines. They're just being blatantly racist in the pursuit of money. Now, guys, this is a problem in China. Religion has been wiped out and has been replaced with money. So money is the new god. And in the pursuit of money, anything is okay. Like I mentioned before, cheating your own fellow Chinese countrymen, no problem, as long as you make that short-term gain. Stealing intellectual property, destroying the environment, doesn't matter. Taking shortcuts in construction so that people die and bridges collapse or the airbags don't work in cars, totally okay, as long as you're in pursuit of Qian. So here's the thing, guys. There was a guy who went viral and is still pretty popular. Tony from LC Signs was making videos and kind of viral marketing videos for his sign company. And what he'd do is he'd take some kind of a woke agenda video or a racist video or something and add his own spin, add some humor into it. And it really connected with a certain group of people who are just sick and tired of all the woke ideology in the West. And so he became very popular, very viral, because lots of people were saying, based, he's doing stuff and saying things that we want to say, but we can't because we get into trouble, that kind of thing. What you guys don't realize is that if poor old Tony from LC Signs said something as simple as Xi Jinping is fat, he'd end up in a tiger chair, being tortured, and he'd be detained. I mean, that's just the double standard in China. It's okay to mock the problems of the West. It's okay to mock the issues in the USA. In fact, it's encouraged. But if you dare say one thing critical of the Chinese government or the local police or anything along those lines, society, you will be detained. You will be silenced. So it's actually not all that nice. There isn't this, this idea of being free and being able to say what you want. It only applies to the problems overseas, not to the problems in China. In fact, that's kind of sad because Chinese people cannot raise awareness and fix the problems that they face locally in China. And when they try, well, the cops come in, arrest them all, delete all the social media. You know the story. If you watch the China show, you'll see all the time how these protests get shut down and covered with banners and all that kind of stuff. We don't need to rehash. So anyway, Tony from LC Signs was doing really well. And of course, now you have copycats. The problem is that with Tony, he took videos that were already made, some kind of woke agenda videos or whatever it is, and he just add his own little skit to it, or, you know, he'd add his own spin. And I don't really want to use the word nuanced, because he's not nuanced. He's about as nuanced as a brick.
What's more important in a relationship, communication or finances?
I'm a married lesbian, so I don't know.
What?
Hey, can I ask you a question? I'm sorry, I'm a married lesbian. Anyways, if you're looking for...
You know, but at least it wasn't just generating pure racism for the sake of generating racism, which is what this new company and copycat is doing.
Hi, I'm racist. N-I-G-G.
And it's pathetic. Coming from a country that, you know, has always been labeled racist, South Africa. I'm a white South African. I've been labeled racist my whole life. I know what racism is. And this is just piss poor racism for the sake of making money. And it's pathetic. It's low. It's like in the gutter. It's laughable. And it's just obnoxious, really. I'm not even going to say that it's something that's upsetting. I don't think any black person's looking at these guys jumping around, you know, shouting the N-word and doing their stupid things and actually be offended. I think they'll probably just think these guys are a bunch of assholes who are a laughable bunch of assholes. The thing is, I just don't like the idea that China endorses this, because nobody speaks out. They could do it. This company supplies Walmart and 7-Eleven, according to their bio. But they can be vile and blatantly racist like this. I've never seen a single Chinese person ever call out this kind of racism, which is kind of BS, because China uses the racist card all the time. Remember COVID? Remember if you tried to say that COVID came from China or Wuhan, you were labeled racist? Remember that? All the articles in mainstream media about how Chinese students are combating racism. And, you know, the race card's pulled out whenever there's a political thing with China. But China could be blatantly racist and nobody calls them out. No Chinese person calls them out. The rest of the world doesn't call them out. It's just pathetic and it's stupid. So I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention because it's pissing me off that these guys are just so tasteless and garbage, going out there making racist content like this for the sake of earning money from their garbage products. It's just stupid. And I see this as possibly a trend that's going to continue until it becomes laughed at. As in, not laughed as in you're entertained, but laughed at as in you're so fucking pathetic. Stop it. Anyway, guys, be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. But I think we can kind of all agree that this is just a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, until next time, you know the drill, guys. As always, stay awesome.
But I was taken aback by the extent to which racism is practiced against blacks in China openly. They're direct with it. We don't want black people here. So we're speaking of China in particular. There were certain nightclubs that we couldn't go into.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they will tell you no black people are allowed here.
Is all cable frost?
Okay, so we're giving him a checklist of behaviors that match the smuggler.
That's your
Okay.
Why are your shoes covered in oil? Did she die diarrhea?
Some type of gourd.
But it's not even a gourd, it's just a piece of a gourd.
你好，我叫妈妈。
哦，你要吃什么？